All right, this one is a movie question about the Wolverine.
All right.
All right. So, which movie do you feel that Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman, was portrayed the best in, and which movie was he portrayed the worst in?
Oh. Okay.
In your humble opinion.
So with the original 3 X-Men films, they're all very fuzzy for me because I saw most of them at a younger age, so they all just kind of blend together for me.
Yeah.
So for those, I can't really give you a good answer. Okay, definitely, I can probably give you the worst portrayals. Probably.
I'll see if I agree with you. Go for it.
Laugh track will.
Okay, this isn't exactly a bad portrayal. It's just that
opinions.
It's just how they treated it, I guess. His appearance in X-Men Apocalypse.
I haven't seen that one yet, but go ahead, keep going.
I wouldn't say it's a bad portrayal because
I see you.
Because it touched on the whole Weapon X thing.
Okay.
And so it wasn't a bad portrayal in that manner. It's just how they treated him in the movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't good because originally they said they weren't going to have Wolverine in that movie, but then the fanboys rebelled. So
we can't have him. He's an X-Men.
So they gave him a forced cameo.
Oh no.
However, I will say ultimately bad portrayal, and I think this isn't exactly the character's fault, it's the movie's fault. X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yep, there you go. That's me too. Me too. I was just like, ow, that hurts.
Like, it's not exactly a bad portrayal on his part, it's a bad portrayal on the movie's part.
Yes.
Because he's played Wolverine very well throughout all the movies.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's ever like
so
him.
It's not really his fault that he got the shaft.
Yeah. Laugh track gets dirty jokes too.
Okay.
What's the rating for your channel? So
G.
G.
No, I'm kidding.
Gotta keep those adult jokes under the radar. This is G. We gotta keep them under the radar.
I would like to say that we're a hard PG-13.
Yeah. Best.
Laugh track is gonna have to leave soon.
Again. Best portrayal. He's portrayed it very well in every movie. So I gotta chalk it up to like the movie. I don't know, giving him that opportunity to portray it. And I know it's a standalone film, The Wolverine. I liked it too, but I don't think it's worthy of giving the his
that's
true,
the best that he was ever portrayed as.
I don't know. I thought he did a really, really good job with Days of Future Past.
Okay, yeah.
And that movie in and of itself is really, really good.
I need to see it.
I need to see it. But especially, there's a part in the middle of the movie where, so you're not seen it yet?
You can spoil it, it's okay.
Okay, well, so in the movie, Laugh Track,
unless you guys
spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, leave now.
Alert. Beep, beep.
He, so the purpose of Days of Future Past is that it's the Sentinels. You know what the Sentinels are, right?
Yeah,
in the comics?
I know like the gist of the story.
Basically, they're in charge. They've killed most mutants and enslaved most of humanity, more or less.
Okay.
And so Wolverine, Magneto, and Professor X get together with this group of mutants that have been surviving, right? Yes. And they're like, okay, they're like, we have an idea.
Okay.
Wolverine, we want you to we're gonna use this, I can't remember her name, but she's like a mutant who can like send people back in time. I don't remember her
Wolverine
name.
said, okay.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, we're gonna send you back in time and put your mind in your younger body. So that way you can change the past, so that way this future doesn't happen.
Wow.
So that's how it ends up, So he's back in time, and he's at a really crucial moment where Mystique she has the option of either killing the guy who makes the Sentinels or not killing him. She killed him, which is like originally in their current story, in their current timeline, she kills the creator, and their horrible future happens. So if she doesn't kill the creator, the horrible future doesn't happen.
Okay.
So they're at that crucial moment where it's like kill or not kill, and at that moment, they start having problems in the future, and like she kind of jitters, which brings Wolverine back, and current younger Wolverine back in his mind, so he has no idea what's going on. He's confused and kind of loses it.
Oh no!
So back to why I brought it up. Hugh Jackman played both Crazy Wolverine and normal Wolverine in the same movie.
All right, I like that.
So
I like it when
that's
it was,
why I brought. That's why. That's what that was meant.
Yeah, and I know he's like an amazing actor, so he can definitely pull that off. I have to respect that. So, last question. How did you feel about Wolverine's death?
So, I have actually not read it in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't know a whole lot about it. So, I mean, I may need you to tell me about it because I'm assuming you know more about it. I really don't know anything about it besides that he did die.
I honestly haven't read it either. All I know is he lost his healing factor, and
I know that.
over time, he started to get all decrepit and old, and like, oh crap.
What if Laugh Track knows?
Laugh track, do you know?
No.
Oh, laugh track.
Oh man.
Oh, laugh track.
Why am I doing this? Okay.
It's good fans.
What fans? The 12 of you? I'm sorry, I'm sure you're lovely.
12 going strong. Hey, every YouTuber has their start somewhere. Somewhere, PewDiePie had 12 subscribers. Just saying.
No, he didn't.
So we just automatically had like 25 million or whatever?
Alright, but... Yeah, so he loses his healing factor. He starts getting old and decrepit. That means that he's like losing his like ability to really fight as a strong Wolverine that he is. And so, someone tell me in the comments who killed him, but someone kills him, and he dead. He gone for good. And that means that where we pick up in the next X-Men is X-23 taking the mantle of Wolverine.
So, again, I don't have a whole lot to say on it because I personally don't know really anything about it.
Okay.
But I don't know. I mean, let's face it, Wolverine's been around a long time.
Yeah.
And he sort of has what I refer to as the Superman complex, where it becomes hard to write stories for him after a while because you can't create suspension with someone you can't kill.
Yeah.
I mean, considering that they once revived Wolverine from a single cell, and his healing factor took over and saved him from that single cell. Now, I will say Wolverine's lucky in the case where his stories, at least to me, haven't been boring. They've always been pretty good.
Well, they also don't make him like a goody two shoes. Sorry, Superman fans. They don't make him like a goody two shoes like Clark Kent is. He's gritty and he's got like a tragic past.
So yeah, I'm sure a lot of people will argue like, oh, there've been some like real bad storylines, but I don't know. And I'm sure the fanboys rebelled whenever he did die. But I feel that if there is a good reason for a superhero death and like it plays into the storyline well, that like good for them. Like good for you guys for having the guts to kill off a superhero and to actually have them stay dead for this long.
I agree with that, and I honestly think that reading like Captain America, Laura, and like Deadpool's reactions to Wolverine's death has been like a huge benefit. Like you see their emotions and you see their reactions to it and like, how he impacted their lives.
And like I can't say that like I'm happy Wolverine's dead because that's not right. But if they killed him off in a good way that made sense, then I'm not gonna be like unhappy with it. Plus, to an extent, I feel that Wolverine is a little overrated at times. They give him too much like spotlight, too much power.
Yeah.
But
and you and I actually speculated after looking at the poster for Logan. You and I speculated, what
X-23.
Yeah, X-23. Wolverine, possibly his death, because this is Hugh Jackman's last portrayal as Wolverine.
And it seems that for this movie, they're combining two storylines. It seems that they're combining both Old Man Logan and the death of Wolverine.
Which might seem a little rushed, but I think if they do this right, then they could make it a good movie.
Yeah, because, like, the whole thing with, like, Old Man Logan was, he was old, he had accepted sort of a pacifist lifestyle. However, he didn't lose his healing factor, which this movie is dealing with. Because in this movie, he's lost his healing factor.
Yeah. Yep.
So
What
it's
time
going
are
to
we at?
combine
There we go.
those two storylines to hopefully make it pretty heckin' cool. Plus, they've got X-23 in it, so added bonus. But other than what they've shown in the trailers, and what they've announced, I don't know anything about this movie, and I
Right.
think that's a good thing because it's letting people who've been loyal to the comics go in having no idea what's going to happen.
I agree. With that, we're going to wrap up this video. It's getting a little loud in the studio at this point. So,
Big props to our live studio audience.
No, I don't want them to see me.
alright. So,
Alright.
I like to stay away from the media. Laugh track is very solitude.
so this has been Laugh Track. My friend Zach.
Yeah.
And Archer with the Sword. Signing off.